Ever thought that stuff lying around your house might be secretly bad for you? Yup, those everyday things you use without a second thought might actually be loaded with sneaky toxins and tiny germs. In this video, I'm gonna spill the beans on 8 tricky household items that could mess with your health if you're not paying attention. You might feel like your home's a cozy sanctuary, but whoa, hold up. You might be chilling with some seriously harmful stuff that's been linked to scary stuff like cancer, messing with your hormones, making it hard to breathe, and more. Get ready to have your mind blown as I uncover the hidden dangers right in your own digs. After this, you'll never look at your usual stuff the same way again. This video's gonna be a game changer for your health IQ. So, if you're all about mastering your well-being, smash that like button and let's dive in. Antibacterial soap. You'd think antibacterial soap would be your best buddy in keeping clean and healthy, right? But guess what? Turns out it might be doing more harm than good. That active ingredient, triclosan, is like a troublemaker in disguise. It messes with your thyroid hormones, makes germs resistant to antibiotics, and weakens your immune system. Plus, it's a sneaky endocrine disruptor, meaning it messes with your body's hormone balance. And get this, when it mixes with chlorine and tap water, it creates this nasty gas called chloroform. Breathing that stuff in can lead to some serious issues like feeling down, liver troubles, and even cancer. In 2016, the FDA said nope to triclosan and a bunch of other chemicals in soap because they couldn't prove they were safe or useful. So, next time you're picking out soap, check the label and say no thanks to anything with triclosan. Stick to regular soap and water. They're champs at fighting germs if you use them right. And if you're really keen on the antibacterial vibe, go for soaps with benzoic acid. It's way safer.
2 non-stick pans.
Now, let's chat about those slick non-stick pans you love. Sure, they're handy, but there's a dark side to that non-stick magic. See, as those pans get older, they start releasing some pretty nasty fumes. The stuff that makes non-stick, called PFA, can turn into a maybe cancer-causing baddie when it gets too hot. The particles from the coating can even sneak into your food without you knowing it. And here's the kicker. Once this thing called PFOA gets into your body, it hangs around for ages, chilling in your blood. Like, almost every American's got some of this stuff in them. High levels of PFOA have been linked to things like high cholesterol, thyroid troubles, and even messing with puberty timing. It's even caused some pretty scary stuff in lab animals, like birth defects and cancer. So, to keep yourself safe, ditch those old, beaten-up non-stick pans. Try ceramic or stainless steel instead, and treat them gentle. Keep the heat low, use utensils that won't scratch, and go easy on the tough cleaners. 3. Plastic food containers. Alright, let's talk about those handy plastic containers you stash your leftovers in. They're super convenient, but here's the scoop. Plastic isn't as safe as it seems. Even if it says BPA-free on the label, that plastic can still let out some chemicals that act like estrogen. And get this, when these chemicals mix with common food preservatives, they can actually kickstart genes that fuel the growth of breast cancer tumors. Yikes! And it's not just BPA-free plastics, either. There are other sneaky additives like phthalates and bisphenol hanging out in there too, and they sneak right into your food and drinks. Heating up food in plastic containers? That just speeds up the whole chemical leaching process. Over time, all these chemicals can mess with your body's hormones, throwing things out of whack. To keep yourself safe, try to use plastic containers less often. Go for glass or stainless steel instead. And whatever you do, don't nuke your plastic containers in the microwave or let them touch greasy or acidic foods. 4. Air fresheners. Ah, the sweet smell of air fresheners, right? Not so fast. Turns out, most of those lovely scents come with a not-so-lovely ingredient, phthalates. Remember those pesky hormone disruptors I mentioned before? Yup, they're the same ones hiding out in air fresheners. And here's the kicker. Those phthalates don't just disappear into thin air. Nope, they hang around, binding to dust particles and lingering in your space. If you're big on spritzing air fresheners all the time, you're basically filling your air with more and more of these not-so-friendly chemicals. Studies have even found higher levels of phthalates in the pee of folks who use air fresheners and scented cleaning stuff a bunch. That's not good news, 'cause too much phthalate exposure can mess with fertility, mess up kids' brains, and even lead to serious stuff like asthma and cancer. So, skip the air fresheners. Crack open a window instead and let some fresh air in. And if you want to freshen up your space, try some houseplants like orchids or aloe vera. They'll clean up your air naturally, no chemicals needed. Plus, keep your space clean with regular vacuuming, dusting, and use eco-friendly cleaners like vinegar and baking soda to zap those funky smells away. 5. Scented candles. Scented candles, they're like little jars of coziness, right? But hold up, there's a dark side to those sweet smells. See, most of those candles are packing some not-so-nice stuff, like limonene, which gives that citrusy kick. Sounds harmless, but when limonene meets air, it can turn into formaldehyde, the stuff they use in embalming. Breathing that in isn't exactly a walk in the park. It can mess with your liver, cause lung and breast cancer, and even mess with pregnancies. Then there's phthalates, the secret sauce that makes those scents stick around longer. But here's the deal, too much phthalate exposure messes with your hormones, ups your chances of liver cancer, and can cause all sorts of trouble, especially for kiddos' brains and behavior. And get this, it's not just candles. Tons of stuff around your house can let off formaldehyde, according to the experts. Burning candles indoors can even bump up carbon monoxide levels, leaving you feeling dizzy and queasy. So, go easy on the scented stuff. Crack a window open instead, and definitely keep those candles out of the bedroom. 6. Humidifiers. You might think humidifiers are these harmless little gadgets making dry air feel comfy, but guess again. Turns out, they can be a breeding ground for some seriously nasty germs. A study found that whether you're using purified water or just tap water, after a mere 12 hours, they both become germ hangouts. You'd think the chlorine in tap water would zap those germs, right? Nope. Turns out, humidifiers are like the perfect Airbnb for bacteria. They hold onto water for ages without a proper clean, giving germs like Pseudomonas aeruginosa and Legionella a VIP pass to thrive. And these bugs aren't messing around. They can cause serious stuff like pneumonia and sepsis. So, make sure you're giving your humidifier a good scrub down every few days, and when it's not in use, let it air out and stay dry. 7. Dry cleaning chemicals. Ever sent your fancy duds to the cleaners? Well, here's the scoop. While they come back looking fresh, the chemicals they use are seriously no joke. Dry cleaners rely on stuff like perchloroethylene, PERC, to zap tough stains. But here's the kicker, PERC is a straight-up carcinogen, meaning it can up your risk of getting cancer. And get this, breathing in the fumes or even just getting it on your skin can spell trouble. Long-term exposure to PERC can up your chances of getting cancers like esophageal, uterine, and bladder cancer. Breathing it in? That can leave you feeling dizzy and itchy with a side of memory loss. And those plastic covers they put on your clothes to save time? Yup, they're trapping those toxic fumes, and you're breathing them in every time you open your closet. Plus, the cleaning process itself uses another nasty chemical called benzene, which can also cause cancer. So, before you hang those freshly cleaned clothes in your closet, ditch the plastic and let them air out for a few hours. Give them a shake and keep them away from heat and sunlight. 8. Thermal receipts. Thermal receipts. Those little slips of paper we toss in our wallets without a second thought. But guess what? They're not as innocent as they seem. See, they're coated with chemicals like BPA that react to heat to make the words magically appear. Sounds cool, right? Not so much. BPA is a big-time troublemaker, messing with your hormones and sneaking into your body through your skin. And here's the scary part. It messes with guys' testosterone levels, leading to issues like erectile dysfunction. For women, it can mess with puberty timing and even cause birth defects. And that's not all. BPA's been linked to stuff like cancer, diabetes, and obesity. Plus, if you've got lotion on your hands and handle a receipt, you're absorbing crazy amounts of BPA. Studies show that just holding a receipt for a couple of seconds with lotion on your hands can let in almost 80 times the safe amount of BPA. That's nuts. So, don't stash those receipts in your wallet. If you gotta handle them a lot, slap on some gloves to stay safe. While it might seem like our homes are full of sneaky toxins and germs, there's good news. We can take charge and make our spaces safer. Here's the deal. Start by checking out what you use every day and swap out anything sketchy. Be extra careful with plastics and receipts, and make sure to give your rooms a good airing out now and then. Try using greener cleaning stuff too. It's better for you and the planet. By doing these simple things, you'll be making your home a healthier place to be. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell for updates. Oh, and give us a thumbs up and share with your friends. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to check out our other helpful videos too.